Mixed reality. The Quest 3's best weapon in its arsenal of weapons, in my opinion, other than obviously the graphical boost you get from owning a Quest 3. But right now, I'm here today to tell you about the top 10 experiences where you can jump in and experience some very cool things within mixed reality. If you haven't dabbled in the mixed reality scene and you own a Quest 3, now is the time to be checking out some of these very cool experiences. But before we dive into this list, please do consider smashing that like button and subscribing, as it really does help the channel and it elevates this video and helps more eyes to be able to see it. Now, let's dive in with our very first game on the list. Trackcraft. This is a game that you simply need to check out. It is so much fun and incredibly addictive to play as you turn your room into essentially like the toy box of when you were a kiddo. Now you're going to be able to run tracks around everywhere, use some incredible things like portals through walls, a bunch of other fun things that make this incredible, and there's even a full comprehensive campaign like a licenses that you're going to be able to do to qualify your car and get better cars and unlock cool things as you go through it. This is a really fun experience and probably one of the more complete type things that you're going to be able to experience in MR right now, so definitely check this one out. Next up we have Demeter. This is a really cool platformer, and now I know I said at the beginning we don't really have any full games, but this one is a full game and it is a full platformer at that. Now I definitely enjoyed this experience because it just felt very unique in the way that I could experience a platform in virtual reality. Now I'm not the biggest fan of platformers in VR, but this one kind of tickled my fancy for a couple of reasons. One being the fact that I got to have these awesome environments in my room, and the second being able to walk around and enjoy those environments from a full degree of freedom of just walking around but still being grounded in my room. These things together made for this experience to be a very fun one for me, and if you're looking for a platformer and you want to do something that's very comfortable, maybe you're new to VR, this is going to be the one for you. Next up is, I think, one of the funnest things I've done in mixed reality, and it is Drop Dead the Cabin. You literally turn the space that you're playing in, whether it be your office, bedroom, lounge, whatever, into the cabin in the woods. Now you'll be able to change out your windows and doors to be more cabin-esque, as they now have boards across them and zombies are going to try and break in and kill you, whilst you're trying to help essentially survive for that period of time while you're trying to keep the tower going and also fending off against giant zombies. You're going to have insane encounters from leech pus balls appearing on your wall that are going to spit leeches at you, zombies breaking in, to even giant behemoth dudes breaking down through your walls, and yes, I'm talking actually through your walls. It looks very cool to fight and kill you. That, while surviving, you're going to get new upgrades for your guns as you go through it, unlock different weapons, and have one hell of a time. This is a absolute blast to play and a must-have in MR if you have a Quest 3. Pick this one up. I'm telling you, it'll be worth it. Please don't touch anything housebroken. This is a twist on the button game where you are asked to not push the button. But in this one, you're going to be in mixed reality, turning your room into a whole different bunch of scenarios. Each time you push this button and you go through a different sequence of events, you're going to be able to unlock different scenarios, whether it be seeing a nuclear bomb go off outside your windows, or maybe even flooding your room, turning it into a fish tank. There is a whole bunch of different scenarios that happen within this game. Honestly, it's an absolute blast, and it's a really fun puzzle game to go through in mixed reality as you get to see your actual environment reacting and doing all of these fantastic things. I mean, literally, I poured lava into my room at one point. It got kind of insane. Yeah, this game just takes it to a whole new level, and honestly I think it elevated way past the VR version of this game just because you actually get to experience these things happening in your space. Next up we have Bomber Drone. This is a really fun game where you fly a drone around your room. It even has like a first person camera built into your controller, which looks really friggin' cool. You have to avoid a bunch of obstacles, things coming out your walls. You have like these like mortar cannon dudes at the bottom, and the aim of the game is to save the guy from the tower and take him to the evac point. But this game is very fun, it's very addictive, it's actually very cool to see that first person cam working, and just in general having all of this going on in your room is pretty damn insane, so definitely one to check out. Next up is a real peaceful one. We're taking a bit of a twist from all the action that we've just spoken about to something just incredibly peaceful. Well, mostly. Ocean Rift is an incredible way to turn your room into an observatory of the ocean. Now you can add windows to wherever you want in your room, even turning your entire ceiling into a glass ceiling so that you can see all that you can see under the sea. Wow, I said that too many times and it got weird. Anyway, in this you're going to be able to travel through all the different prehistoric times to current times, checking out the deep sea, checking out sharks, even feeding the sharks, which yes, does get kind of terrifying. For me personally, I'm kind of scared of sharks, so it was kind of interesting seeing one swimming around the outside of my office. mildly terrifying. There is a video out there for this on the channel and it's quite hilarious because, yeah, I'm terrified of sharks. But nonetheless, I have to recommend this one because it's one of the most unique things I've done. Personally, I put my dad into this and he is not into mixed reality or VR or anything, but he completely loved it and lost himself because it was just like so in awe of the fact that you just turning your room into this and you can just chill out seeing all the beautifulness of it all. Next up is some multiplayer good times. Grokit is one of the top games if you want to get in there with a multiplayer experience right now in mixed reality, with a ton of awesome party games in there, whether you want to turn your hands into kitty paws, pop balloons, you want to turn yourselves into like some ghosts, you want to do a bunch of other cool things. There is so many fun party games in this. Me and a friend of the channel, Nathy, got into this a long while back when the Quest 3 first came out and it was just such a blast. This game is so much fun. If you want to just get in and have some fun with some party games and with some friends, you're going to have an absolute flipping blast in this. Plus it's just kind of fun seeing your friends float around your room while you're doing all of these things. Next up, if you're a Lego fan, and I'm guessing you know that I am because, well, big Lego sign there. If you could see the rest of the office, it's entirely made out of Lego. I mean, not the walls and stuff. But anyway, Lego in mixed reality is one hell of an experience. I love this game so dearly as it is just a fun platformer puzzler and you get to build Lego in it. Oh, it's a big win-win for me. In this game, you actually get to do some very cool things, like when you want to build an obstacle that you need to use within the platforming side of things, you actually get to build it and it feels very reminiscent of doing it in real life. Even with like the haptics and the controllers, just feeling that lock of the brick click into place and everything. It's just incredible. This is a really fun experience if you love Lego, or if you're just a younger person trying to, you know, show someone some VR. This is a really good way to do it, and just a super relaxed, chilling version of really this game. Super cool. Check it out. Next up is a super relaxed cubism. Oh, super relaxed. Now, I know a lot of people that have been playing this just laying down in bed. You can use your hands, it's all hand tracked with the mixed reality, listen to some chilling music and just playing cubism. It's a nice way to break down at the end of the day, relax and just chill the hell out whilst doing some very cool and unique puzzles with just your hands and your VR headset on. This is a very cool game anyway, but now in mixed reality it adds that extra little bit of flair to this. It's kind of the Tetris of the modern age and I genuinely love this game, so make sure you check this one out. And last but not least is Angry Birds in mixed reality. Yeah, Angry Birds, it just continues to live on. Not only is it the most popular app when the apps began, now we have it in mixed reality as well, where you can actually grab that freaking catapult and catapult some birds across your living room and take out some towers and some pigs that are on them. This is actually a very fun use of mixed reality and it really brings you into the game. Seeing those blocks tumble down around into your living room just feels cool, and also just seeing the birds ding off of your walls is kind of funny as well. Really fun experience, high recommend from me, and that pretty much takes us to the end of the list of the mixed reality games that I'm recommending as of right now. There are a bunch more, guys, and honestly the Quest has just had a recent update which is making the pass-through even better, so we are only on the road, sort of that road of things getting better and better with mixed reality. I know of a few things that are in the works for mixed reality games that are definitely going to be some pretty hype moments if you're into your MR, so keep your eyes peeled on the channel as I'll definitely be talking about those as they are able to be spoken about. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed this, please do smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, let me know some of your favourite mixed reality experiences you've had. I tried to keep this to just mixed reality experiences, but of course some of these are within other games, so make sure you check those out. Most of the games I have picked that are attached to other games are still really fun VR games, so you're going to get your bang for your buck out of them, but just be aware that that is the case. Thanks so much for watching, I'll catch you in the next one, bye!